Hello, Los Angeles Dodgers fans. We've got fresh exclusive videos and the latest updates just for you. Before we dive in, make sure to join our channel and hit that like button. This is the best way to stay on top of all the breaking news. In what could become one of the most talked about moments of the MLB season, whispers have started circulating around the surprising and unexpected departure of catcher Will Smith from the Los Angeles Dodgers. While the organization has remained tight-lipped, a source close to the player has dropped a potential bombshell. Smith allegedly revealed to Inner Circle confidants that the reason behind his exit was as personal as it was professional. "They didn't value me," he reportedly said. For fans and insiders alike, it's a statement that cuts deeper than any stat sheet. Will Smith, a reliable presence behind the plate and a consistent performer in the batter's box, wasn't just another player on the Dodgers roster. He was a cornerstone. The idea that someone so pivotal felt undervalued raises eyebrows and triggers a flood of questions. What went wrong behind the scenes of one of baseball's most star-studded teams? This rumor adds yet another layer of intrigue to the Dodgers' already complicated season. With a roster stacked with talent and championship ambitions, losing a figure like Will Smith isn't just a statistical loss. It's an emotional and cultural blow. Smith has always been a quiet warrior for the Dodgers, not one to seek the spotlight, but always delivering when it mattered. From clutch hits in the postseason to his chemistry with the pitching staff, his presence was the kind of thing that held the clubhouse together. So if he indeed walked away feeling unappreciated, we might be looking at more than just a bad negotiation. We could be witnessing a cultural misalignment. Is there something broken in the way the Dodgers handle their stars? Are contract talks becoming too clinical, too focused on numbers, and not enough on loyalty and leadership? This kind of narrative isn't new in professional sports. Big-name athletes walking away from top franchises over issues of respect has been a recurring theme across leagues, from the NBA to the NFL. But in MLB, and particularly in a franchise as traditionally classy as the Dodgers, it feels jarring. If Will Smith, a homegrown talent drafted and developed by the organization, can feel this way, what message does that send to the rest of the clubhouse? To younger players? Could this spark a quiet unease in the locker room? It's hard not to wonder whether this is an isolated incident or the symptom of a bigger issue brewing under the surface in Los Angeles. And if this is indeed a case of disrespect, who else could be feeling it? How far does this sense of underappreciation stretch? Of course, there's always the possibility that this is being blown out of proportion. Sometimes feelings get raw out during contract negotiations, and words said in frustration can quickly turn into headlines when leaked. We've seen it before, athletes making offhand remarks that suddenly take on a life of their own. But the phrase "they didn't value me" doesn't sound like a heat of the moment comment. It sounds like something said with deliberation, something simmering for a while before finally boiling over. That makes this rumor so compelling. If true, it paints a picture of a player who's been biting his tongue, hoping things would change, only to realize that respect, recognition, and reward weren't coming his way. That's not just sad, it's explosive, especially in a city like LA, where stars are expected to shine and be celebrated. And it makes you think, were there signs we missed? Subtle clues in press conferences, distant body language in the dugout, moments when Smith seemed less engaged. Sometimes the writing's on the wall long before anyone reads it. Maybe his exit wasn't as sudden as it seemed. Maybe those close to the team saw this coming and just kept it quiet. The Dodgers have been through star exits before, but Will Smith's departure, if it really stems from a lack of appreciation, hits differently. He was supposed to be part of the core, not a trade chip, not a short-term asset, a long-term leader. And if he's gone now because he wasn't made to feel like one, that's a huge misstep, especially when leadership and continuity are so vital in a championship chase. Behind every mutual decision or business move in sports, there's usually a human story, and this one seems to be no exception. According to sources, Smith had been pushing quietly behind the scenes for more recognition. Not necessarily a monster contract, but acknowledgement, a sense that he was a priority. And apparently the response from the front office wasn't what he hoped. He gave everything to that team. One insider said he didn't want to leave. but he wasn't going to beg to be valued. That's the kind of sentiment that will resonate with fans, especially in an era where loyalty in sports seems increasingly rare. It's not about ego, it's about feeling like what you bring to the table matters. And if a player like Smith doesn't feel that in LA, then something's off. But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the news, so drop a comment below. The reaction from the fan base has been mixed, but one theme is consistent: confusion. Many can't understand why a player as consistent and respected as Smith would be allowed to walk without a very public fight to keep him. That silence from the front office, it's starting to speak louder than any press release. And if this rumor keeps gaining traction, it won't be long before reporters begin pressing the team for answers. How did they let this happen? Was there an offer on the table? Did negotiations break down over dollars or over tone, respect, and priorities? Sometimes what's not said says everything. And right now, the quiet from Dodgers HQ feels deafening. As the dust settles, attention now turns to what's next for Will Smith. If he truly walked away because he wasn't valued, teams across the league will be lining up, not just because of his talent, but because of what he represents. A competitor who puts the team first, plays the game the right way, and clearly just wanted to feel like he mattered. There's no shortage of organizations that would jump at the chance to offer both opportunity and appreciation. It's a chance for Smith to write a new chapter and maybe even prove to LA exactly what they let go. And for the Dodgers? Well, they might just have to watch from afar as one of their own blossoms elsewhere. The timing of all this couldn't be worse for the Dodgers. With postseason aspirations and a team that's built to win now, losing a veteran catcher mid-season throws everything into question. Chemistry with pitchers, game-calling familiarity, clubhouse morale, these aren't things you can replace overnight. And depending on how the team responds, this could be a pivotal turning point in their season. Do they rally together and push forward, or does this become the moment the cracks begin to show? Losing a player like Smith doesn't just create a hole in the lineup, it creates a hole in the soul of the team. And that's not easily patched up with a trade or a call-up from AAA. In the end, only time will tell what truly happened behind closed doors. But if the rumor is true, if Will Smith really left because he felt undervalued, then this is more than just a sports story. It's a cautionary tale about communication, about respect, about how even the most loyal, quiet, and steady players can walk away when they feel invisible. And for the Dodgers, it could become a hard lesson in what it means to truly take care of your own. Because sometimes the cost of not valuing someone doesn't show up on a payroll sheet. It shows up on the field, in the losses, and in the silence left behind. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.